Okay, touch door if you want, and back your corner.
Rodtang's winning percentage in the world of Muay Thai is extraordinary. 80% winning rate is considered great. He's got an 84% win rate over 265 career wins, and he's 23 years old.
Judge tie. Ready? Ready? Choke!
Look for Rodtang to go headhunting here on Khalilov. The stats team tells us that he usually throws at 40% of significant strikes to the head, Rodtang, except against Petdam. He went 74% on that night.
See, this is vintage Rodtang right here. He's trying to corner Khalilov and put hands on him. Khalilov believes he would have the advantage in boxing combinations. And he wants to throw a lot of heavy hands. But I would imagine he's got a height advantage. You might want to keep that reach, keep moving, utilize the jab.
Make no doubt about it, folks. If Khalilov finds a way to beat Rodtang, it will be a major, major upset. Body shots ahead there from Rodtang. Good cover up though, and the counters. Nice return from Khalilov. Some showboating here from Rodtang, and that means Khalilov caught him. Good jab from Khalilov.
You can see on these exchanges here, though, each time that Khalilov is throwing, Rodtang is able to return with 2 to 3 pieces at a time. There's definitely a speed difference here.
Again, Rodtang cuts off the movement of Khalilov. Khalilov to the lead outside thigh. Good check there from Rodtang. Stiff left hook.
That's what Khalilov needs to be careful of, standing at this range. This is where Rodtang just overwhelms people, especially with those hooking shots when he goes to the body and then he starts to go up top once he has you opened up.
If Rodtang wins tonight, he's already called out the winner of tonight's main event, be it Inahachi or Superleg, to challenge for the flyweight kickboxing world title. Catch an attempted counter there from Khalilov. Khalilov already surviving a lot longer than many people thought. Once again, an overwhelming 96% of fans tipping a win for Rodtang, 81% saying via knockout. It is the most lopsided prediction in one Super Act history. Left hand there from Rodtang. Left to right, doubles up on the right. The old 3-2 combination. Back to center circle. The impact of those gloves.
Nice left hand landed by Rodtang. His jabs are heavy. I mean, he just throws everything with power.
Khalilov has got to keep that lead hand tight because Rodtang is going to eventually find a home for that lead left hook there.
If Khalilov gets out of the first round, having landed a couple of punches on Rodtang, it should do wonders for his confidence. Circling both ways and Rodtang calling him forward, saying, come on!
Yeah, I don't know if just getting past the first round is going to do wonders for his confidence, because once you feel Rodtang's power, it starts to leave, that confidence just starts to leave your body.
Really? Wouldn't it be the opposite? You feel Rodtang's power for a round, you go, okay, I heard now.
And you see those leg kicks landed by Rodtang? They're changing his walk, they're changing his gait, they're changing where he's circling to.
I don't know.
Look at
Rich,
this.
what do you think? Does it give you more confidence or less confidence going to the second round now?
I think it depends on the level of the power, because if you're getting hit and you come out and Rodtang hits you and you think, and Khalilov thinks, oh wow, I underestimated this power. I got 2 more rounds of this. Or if he comes out and it just affirms what he thought and he says, you know what, not as bad as I thought.
Take a look at Khalilov. Does he look too worried? Does he look too concerned?
Rodtang hits you and you start to rethink your life choices.
Second round, set for 3.
Let's go.
Rodtang definitely taking the first round. Let us know your thoughts, folks, on social media at One Championship.
Ready?
Rodtang will turn up the aggressor meter. There's the hooks. Hook to leg kick. The classic Rodtang combination. Checks the low kick. Rodtang, they call him a tank because he is continually rolling forward on opponents.
I'm impressed with Khalilov here too. He's hit another gear in this second round coming out.
Said he'd have the speed over Rodtang. Eats a right hand there. Clinch, knees. Got to be offensive in the clinch, never defensive under kickboxing rules.
You know, Rodtang gets visibly upset when people don't stand and trade with him, but you cannot fall into that trap. You got to keep moving. You got to stick, and then you got to move. You cannot sit there and trade shots with Rodtang Jitmuangnon.
Stop, break.
Nice lead uppercut there. As he closed the distance, he just landed a beautiful, sweet uppercut.
Rodtang marching forward, outside leg kicks from both men. Khalilov dropping that. Left glove a little low though. Got to be careful. As much as Rodtang is hooking off the left hand, he can also hook off the right, believe me.
Maybe I was wrong. Khalilov is having a much better round here in the second. He's got to just keep this volume up, but he cannot allow him to get backed up like this. He cannot get his back up against that wall. This is what Rodtang does best. He pressures you up against the wall and he freezes you there.
Rodtang trying to cut off the movement of Khalilov. Go to the inside thigh. Khalilov, nice quarter turn, gets back to center circle. That was well done from Khalilov. Little hematoma over the left eye, nothing too serious though on Tagir Khalilov. Circling away from Rodtang's left side. Again goes that distance. Body shot from Rodtang, right-handed in connect. Khalilov smiling at Rodtang, maybe trying to get inside Rodtang's mind, maybe trying to frustrate Rodtang and open him up to a counter.
Look at the inside of that left leg of Khalilov. And the outside, for that matter. You can see the work that Rodtang's put on it.
It is red raw, but Khalilov is still here and still giving a pretty decent account of himself.
He's doing much better in this round. He's landing shots, you know, but you got to wonder, is that redness on his legs going to count as superficial damage, Rich?
It will. It'll add up in the superficial damage category. But until it actually changes something in his stance or style, switches his lead or something like that, it hasn't accumulated to something more significant than superficial.
I honestly think another confidence-boosting round for Khalilov. He's not going to win the round on my scorecard, but he's going to go into the third with Rodtang. It's a place a lot of people don't get to, and he's getting there.
See, Rodtang with his mind games. He's trying to get you to engage in a firefight, and you can't fall prey to that. You got to stick with the strategy. It was starting to work. Rodtang was going to the body, mixing his targets up. Good evasion right there from Rodtang. I love the way he puts punches together and then punctuates things with those leg kicks, how he finishes the combinations. Rodtang took his foot off the gas a little bit in that second round, but I think it was because of the movement and the increased volume coming from Khalilov.
So, Mitch, let me ask you this question. Look at that. Let me ask you this. You spent time with Rodtang this week. You interviewed him, you talked to him. Would he be disappointed in himself if he could not knock out Khalilov tonight?
Michael, at 265 matches, you've seen it all. You've had good performances and you've had less than stellar performances. I don't think that's going to get inside his head. He's just too mentally tough. Rich, what do you think?
I got to agree with you on that. And when you see the taunting, you know, you see Rodtang and you think he's getting upset because Khalilov is not engaging the way that he wants him to. I don't think he's upset at all. He's been here. He's been in this situation 265 times. He's just trying to draw him into that game. These are mind games.
Is it Rodtang playing to the judges almost?
Maybe, but I think he's playing more to the psychology of Khalilov.
And psychology, Khalilov's been working his mind tricks too. He's been smiling at Rodtang. Very few people smile at Rodtang. Trying to get inside Rodtang's mind, trying to frustrate Rodtang, maybe hoping Rodtang will open up and give an opening to Khalilov. Now you see Rodtang turning up the pressure. Here comes the volume. Here comes the power of the tank, of the Iron Man.
Rodtang's hunt for that finish.
Rodtang just hit another gear.
Here Rodtang grunting as he lands those hooks. Every time, back to the body, goes upstairs. This is classic Rodtang, and look at Khalilov playing the mind game, saying, come on, you've got to do better than that. You're Rodtang.
Well, I'll tell you what, Khalilov has lived up to his word. He said that he wasn't that afraid of Rodtang's power, and he's in the middle of round 3 and taunting him.
But you can see the way that Rodtang cuts the corner off, and he forces Khalilov to circle to his power side. He's circling him right into that big right hand and those leg kicks.
Don't forget, a win here for Rodtang has already called out the main event winner tonight, be it Enahachi or Superlek. Whoever's the champion at the end of tonight, Rodtang says he wants them next for the world kickboxing title. He's already the world Muay Thai champion of one Super Series. Continually coming forward. But Khalilov is still here, defying the critics, defying the fans. Spinning back fist from Khalilov. How do you do? What audacity in the final round from Khalilov to throw a spinning back fist against Rodtang.
I think this is a great debut for Tagir Khalilov. Teeing off. Look at Rodtang. Putting on a show.
Unaffected.
I love the showboating from Rodtang, but keep in mind, those are punches landing. And they're scoring.
Reminiscent of when Mark Hunt and Ray Seppo went at it. Dropping their hands, allowing the other to tee off.
Man, I'd like to see Khalilov go up high with a head kick the next time Rodtang does that. You can't just punch him like that. He's got such an iron chin. Iron man.
And Rodtang still cannot drop Tagir Khalilov. Khalilov 22 wins, Rodtang 265 wins. And Khalilov's about to go the distance with the mighty Rodtang. Final 10 seconds. Rodtang still trying to drop him. Khalilov nods, still standing. Still firing. Tremendous. Rodtang will take the victory. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. But Khalilov may take a personal victory.
That's a moral victory.
81% of fans who thought he'd get knocked out.
That is a total moral victory for Tagir Khalilov. He was in it every step of the way. He wasn't even wobbled. He wasn't knocked down. He was egging on. There he is, landed a spinning back fist, putting on a show against one of the very best inside one Super Series. But look at Rodtang. Is that all you got?
I would watch this rematch.
Yeah.
I would watch this rematch.
Yeah. I tell you what, I told you earlier. Khalilov said he was not fazed by the power of Rodtang. And he wasn't tonight. He smiled at Rodtang. Nobody smiles at Rodtang.
I told you, this Khalilov is an entertainer, and he came here to put on a show and make a name for himself. And he did just that.
Let's go to Tom Lau with our decision.
This match was presented to you by Xiaomi. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 calls this contest in favor of the red corner. Judge number 2 calls this contest in favor of the blue corner. And judge number 3 calls this contest in favor of your winner by split decision from the